Alright guys, so I am starting off with my brows. I am only going to film one brow, and I'm taking my eyebrow pencil and filling it in the direction that my eyebrow naturally grows. I'm using a really light hand. I'm not pressing hard at all. Since I want it to be a natural look, I want my brows to look as natural as possible, so I'm not looking for that harsh brow. And I'm not starting in the front of my brow, I start in the middle and I work my way out to the tail and kind of form the tail and just keep moving the hair like stroke direction till I get it filled into my desire. And then I'll take the product from the middle of the brow and kind of pull it inward, to pull it toward the front of the brow to create a gradient look. So I want it to start off with my natural hair and kind of work its way into the product so that it looks like my natural brow. So now we're going to conceal, and I'm using LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Cool Tan with my Morphe brush, and I flatten this brush so that I can get a crisp defined line underneath my brow. And if you want to see a video on how I do that, just let me know in the comments below. So I'll just sculpt my brow out to my liking. I don't like a super defined arch, but I do like a little arch. So I start from the front of the brow and just kind of work my way to the tail, and I'll do that until I'm satisfied. And I'll also work that product down toward my eyelid because I cover my lid in concealer to give it that smooth look. So I'm gonna just finish sculpting the brow and pull the product down as I'm doing that. And this color was a little too light for me. You'll see me go in later and kind of darken it in this next clip actually. So yeah, I darkened it here with Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the color Deep, and I am smoothing the concealer out on my eyelids so that it looks as smooth as possible. And I'm trying to intentionally look down so that my concealer doesn't crease, because my eyes has a lot of folds in them. So if I look up, the product moves and I'll have to put more on. So I try to smooth it out and make it look like skin and buff it in my forehead. That's what I'm doing here, just pressing the product into my skin and trying to basically blend it in as much as possible so it's not super light or you don't have that halo effect above the brows. And now I'm going to take my translucent powder, Laura Mercier, I love this stuff, and pat it into the skin to kind of mattify that area and lock in that concealer so it doesn't move at all day. So we're going to speed up this clip. That's all I'm doing here, is just setting the concealer on my eyes. And I just love the look that it gives. So eyebrows are complete. Now we're going to move on to the face, and I'm taking the Real Techniques Instapop face brush with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color 338, and I'm just pressing that into my skin. So I don't like to swipe at all. I love the finished look that you get when you press the product in. So this brush does a really good job at pressing that product into the skin and making it look really smooth and flawless. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna kind of get some on my eye as well, because I want my eye and my face to blend well. I don't want it to be two completely different colors. So and I'll just do the other side, and I'm speeding it up here. So now we are done with the face, and I'm going to be setting my eye area again to kind of make sure that everything is in place and won't be moving. Now, one of my favorite things to do, which is conceal and contour my face. So I'm going in with the LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Cool Tan. So I'm using the same shades, and I'm going to warm it up here in the next clip. Well, in the clip where it's speeding up, I'm going to be using Deep over the Cool Tan and Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm using the same concealers that I use on my eyes, underneath my eyes, so that it all blends together seamlessly. So that's what I'm doing here now, is adding the color Deep and Tarte Shape Tape. Going down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and on my forehead. So I'm going to take this Morphe brush and press the product in. I love this brush better than the Beauty Blender, because I find with the Beauty Blender that it kind of spreads over the face, and I don't really like that. I like to keep the product in the area that I want concealed, and this brush does a great job at not taking the product too far out and leaving it underneath the eye, and does a great job of pressing it in the skin as well, so it blends in really well. So I'm just going to speed it up here and do the same thing on the other eye. So yeah, and you see how the under eye and the actual eye blends together well now, so they're the same color, and that's how it should look. So I'm just going to touch that up with some Laura Mercier translucent powder And now I'm just setting my entire face with that, so I just kind of blended the rest of that in, and now I'm setting it with the powder so it doesn't go anywhere. And now I'm going to contour my face. I typically don't use a cream to contour. I usually would just use a powder, but for the sake of this video, I'm like, why not? Might as well. So I'm contouring with the Black Radiance HD corrector in the color dark. So I'm doing my nose now. So I do my nose, my forehead, and my cheekbones, and I'm going to blend that in with the beauty sponge. And I blend it in an upward motion because it blends well. It looks better when you do that. You don't want to blend it downward because you don't want it to look wide. So you kind of just press it into the face while kind of pushing upward. So that keeps the product in place, but also presses it into the skin at the same time. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Y'all, trying to have dreads and doing this at the same time with dreads on your forehead was quite difficult. I got a lot of product in my hair, but I ended up getting it all out at the end, so it was fine. But look at that. Now I'm going to take the ABH Contour Kit powder in the color Deep and set the cream with this powder. I really love this powder. It does a great job at warming up my face and kind of sculpting it. I just lost 10 pounds on the face with just contouring right now. So I'm going to finish doing that, make sure everything is blended in well. I probably should have did my hair after doing my makeup because it's really in the way, y'all. And now I'm going to take the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara and do my eyelashes. And I'm going to take the blush. Y'all, I like to look rosy. I like to look low-key embarrassed, okay? Not flirty, I want to look embarrassed, okay? So, yeah, no, I just really love the look that it gives. It just, I don't know, it looks really cute and elegant to me. So now I'm going to highlight with the Wet n Wild highlighter. This is a really subtle highlighter. I imagine using this on a bride, but I like to glow. I like to low-key look like a statue, so I went in with Maybelline Master Chrome in the color Molten Gold and went over that highlighter to kind of give a little bit more of a shine. Oh my lord, y'all, I am so clumsy. I had foundation on the beauty blender and didn't know, so I messed it up, but it's all good. It's all good. I just pressed it in and kept it moving. This ain't gonna be perfect, hey, you know, my everyday ain't always perfect, so this is a realistic everyday makeup look. And you could just stop here, so I'm just showing you like, hey, you know, if you don't want to move forward with any eyeliner or lashes, you can stop here, but not me. No, no, no. I will be adding lashes and also eyeliner. So I'm going in with the Wet n Wild H2O Proof liquid eyeliner. So I'm going to just line my eyes. And I don't really have a technique for this. I just try to go really thin in the corners of my eye, and I kind of thicken it as I go out. And then I'll just like create a line from my lower lash line and pull it upward and just kind of pull that wing inward to kind of connect with the line I've already made at the top. So if that made sense, it's kind of hard to explain. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, but this is where my camera cut out, y'all. My SIM card, I need to upgrade my SIM card. I need more video time on my SIM card. So I didn't even know, man. It just cut out and said the memory was full. But I got most of the look recorded for you guys. I'm going to make sure the next time I record a look that I have all the footage there for you. So guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a simple but very beautiful everyday look. I'm actually on my way to church. We're having bad weather tomorrow, so we'll actually be having service on a Saturday for the first time, which is exciting. So again, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.